Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Technobabble upgrade project, and yes, we are still going ahead with it. It's just that this will be the last upgrade project video that I'll be shooting in Singapore. All the other videos will be shot in Canada. So for this upgrade project, we're actually going to upgrade one of, if not the most important aspects of my entire upgrade project, and that is my storage. Now, since I shoot my videos in 4K, and of course I render them out in 4K, my project files are pretty large. Like a folder for a single review can go from anywhere from 50 gigabytes all the way to 100 gigabytes. Plus, considering that I on average release maybe 2 or even 3 videos a week, you can see how storage becomes a problem very quickly. So just to give you an example, I bought a 4TB hard disk from Seagate, and I filled it up in about 4 months. Now granted, this is basically because I refuse to delete any of my older review videos. Well, but that's basically because, you never know when you're gonna need those raw video files for a future video. So yes, my entire PC, all 6 terabytes worth of it, alright, is full, and I'm in dire need of additional storage. So for my upgrade project, I'm gonna do a few things. Now the very first thing, after some discussion with my wife, I am going to only keep my video project files for a maximum of 2 years, and after that 2 years, I will be deleting them away. And of course, the other thing, I will be upgrading my storage. Now, not just on my PC, and of course I'm going to upgrade the storage in terms of capacity and performance on my PC, but I'm also going to build my very own NAS. So yes, that requires a lot of hard drives, whether it's SSDs or mechanical hard drives. Now, I can think of no better brand to work with on this than Seagate. So yes, let's break it down into 2 separate upgrade projects. So the first one is my PC. So first up, let's talk about my PC storage upgrade, alright? So with my current setup, I have a 512GB operating system drive. That's an NVMe SSD. I've got another 512GB SSD where I dump my video files that I'm currently working on. And then I have a 2TB hard disk, which I put some files there, which obviously wasn't enough, and that's why I bought the other 4TB hard drive from Seagate. So the 2TB and the 4TB drives were actually meant for archiving, but of course now I'm gonna build that NAS, which we'll talk about in a bit. I'm gonna keep those 2TB and the 4TB since they're all from Seagate anyway. So I'm gonna replace my operating system drive with this. Alright, so this is a Seagate Barracuda Q5 Ssd. Alright, so this is an NVMe SSD. So this is a Gen 3, not Gen 4. But I'm not just getting one, alright? I'm getting 2, alright? So that's a total of 4TB on SSD. This is fantastic. So yes, both of these drives are sponsored by Seagate, and a big shout out and thank you to Seagate for sponsoring this. So what I'm gonna do is basically, one of these SSDs is going to be my operating system drive. Now, there are many reasons why I chose this as my go-to drive for my PC. Now, number one, they are really fast, and they have like the following read and write speeds. I'm going to put them here. But I mean, obviously they're not going to be the fastest, all right? Obviously you got Gen 4 drives and all that. But in terms of speed, they definitely do the job that I need them to do. Now, you actually get 3 years of warranty on both of these drives, which is fantastic, but you also get Seagate's very own rescue data recovery service. Now, I know firsthand the importance of having that kind of service because I've actually had one of my drives fail on me before, and I lost 5 reviews worth of footage, and I had to reshoot everything, and it set me back like a month and a half. It was absolute hell. Now, this Seagate Rescue Data Recovery Service, they actually have an entire team of data recovery experts, and they actually boast a 95% success rate on data recovery, which is amazing. Plus, once that data is recovered, they actually send it to you on a drive, and it's all encrypted, right? So your data is definitely protected. Plus, you even get a tool called Seagate Disk Wizard. Now, what that does is it's a free tool given by Seagate that allows you to migrate or clone your current disk onto one of these drives. Now, that's something that I will need to do once I'm in Canada, so that is absolutely brilliant. And we are not done, alright? You also get another tool called Seagate C Tool. So what that actually does is it's a software tool that actually monitors the health plus the performance of your drives, and even lets you know when there are firmware updates. And yes, I actually didn't know there are firmware updates for drives, but yeah, they are. So yeah, that's my storage upgrade for my PC. And yes, we're moving on now to the NAS. And when I say NAS, like I said, I'm doing my own NAS. I don't mean just buying a NAS and storing drives in. I'm actually going to build my own custom NAS. Now, you've been hearing me say NAS a few times now, and if you're wondering what NAS is basically short for network attached storage, which is basically a file server that connects to your home network. If let's say I have a 4-bay NAS drive, and if I needed to upgrade to more drives, I would actually have to buy an entire new NAS. But with a custom built one, I can basically get a case that can fit as many drives as the motherboard allows, and then I'm all set. I don't have to buy a brand new one. Plus, since I built it myself, I can basically upgrade any of the components that I want. I don't have to buy a new NAS drive. If I need a new CPU, I can buy a new CPU. If I needed more RAM, I can just add it in. It is really flexible, and in the long run, I really feel that it's a lot more value for money. Now, to be honest, I've never actually built my own NAS before, so I'm not entirely confident. However, there's good news. So the good buddies over at Dreamcore, now they actually made an excellent video on how to build your own NAS using the FreeNAS operating system. So I'm gonna be following that, and I'll make a separate video on building my own NAS. So again, remember to subscribe. But if you want to check out Dreamcore's video on that one as well, I'll put a link to that in the video description below. So for the actual drives, yes, Seagate has come to the rescue once again. This time we are getting a whopping 12 terabytes, alright, on this drive, which Seagate's built specifically for NAS, alright. So this is the Seagate IronWolf Pro. Now again, I'm not just getting one, I'm actually getting two. However, this one is wrapped, and I was thinking about it long and hard, and I've decided not to open it because I'm gonna have to pack it for my move to Canada anyway. So this one's already very nicely packed, so I'm just gonna keep it like that. I'm gonna have to pack this like that as well. But anyway, so yeah, this is the IronWolf Pro. So this is 12 terabytes. I get a second one, which is makes it 24 terabytes. Now, I'm not entirely sure how I'm gonna do the NAS, what kind of RAID I'm gonna use. I'm actually gonna speak to the Dreamcore guys to see what's the best solution for me. And once again, just like the Barracuda drives, this comes with a whole array of different features, all right? Now, first of all, because these are designed for NAS solutions, they are basically built to be run like 24/7, so you know that they're going to be really durable, but it still comes with a whopping 5 years of warranty. And once again, you get that same excellent rescue data recovery service. This time, you get it for 3 years. Now, of course, you get a management tool as well. Specifically for this, it's the IronWolf Health Management, a really important tool. And yeah, like I said, so I have 2 drives now. Later on in the future, I can just add in as many as I want, or as many as my motherboard allows. But yeah, that's basically it. These are my upgrades for my storage. Now, once again, a huge shout out and thank you to Seagate for making all of this possible. And if you guys are looking to get your very own drives, whether it's these specific ones, I'll put a link in the description below to Seagate's own website. However, if you are looking to get them, one thing that is really important is to make sure that you get genuine Seagate products. Now, fake Seagate products are actually not unheard of, alright? So to make sure that you get a genuine Seagate product, first of all, always go to a Seagate licensed reseller, alright? And again, I'll put a list to that in the video description below. But on the drives itself, there are a couple of things to look out for. Number one, look out for the buy original sticker that you get on the drive, alright? I've got a picture of it, I'll put it over here. But not just that, right? On the drive itself, there is a QR code. So if you want to validate the authenticity of the drive, just scan the QR code and then it will verify it for you. But yeah, that's the storage aspect of my Technobabble upgrade project. Again, thank you so much to Seagate, but we have plenty more upgrades coming out real soon. But until then, I'm JP, and I'll see you guys real soon.